We're Claire and Catherine, and we are here today with Melia from Kit and Ace, and we are here to interview her as part of our Creative Cookies interview series. So welcome, Melia. Why don't you tell us who you are and what you do?
Hi, so I'm Melia. I work in the brand team at Kit and Ace, but I've also worked in digital marketing roles, in editorial, and originally in art school.
Amazing. So why don't you tell us what is the best and worst things about what you do and how you got to be here today?
Sure. I think across every role that I've had, my best and worst things have always been the same, which is I'm kind of a masochist and I tend to work really hard and a lot. And I know that sounds very woe is me, but I definitely don't take on a job unless I really care about it. And that's great because it's great to be really passionate about what you do, and I think you get the best work when you care. But that can also be a difficult thing because you find it difficult to switch off. You find it difficult to prioritise your non-work life. That elusive work-life balance.
Is there even such a thing?
I know, right? And I think it can be really difficult to know when it's enough and when you need to close up for the day. So I think it's the best and the worst thing is definitely the same for me.
So we talk to a lot of creative entrepreneurs who are out building companies for themselves. As part of a bigger team, how do you define success?
I think success is definitely where you are now, being able to own where you are now and be proud of where you're at, but also having that hunger for the next thing. So for me, it's always been what I define as success, and when I look at people who I consider really successful, they're people who have had, they've got things that they're really proud of and that they've achieved, and they're owning their achievements, but they're also hungry about what's happening next, and they're looking forward to that next step for them. So it's both the now and the next.
Fantastic. So what sorts of things do you wish were more openly discussed, either for creative entrepreneurs or for women working as part of larger teams?
Definitely in both for people starting out and for women especially, it's important to have a really good support network and recognising that a support network might not be the same as your friends that you've naturally collected. I definitely come from a background where I'm really close with a lot of my friends from growing up, but I've found that in the last few years and within my career, it's very important to have mentors and a support network that will really raise you up and will grow you in your skills and be there for you. Likewise, it's important to give back. It's really important at any stage in your career that you can be helping other people and sharing that piece of the pie, because success is really only there when it's shared.
Definitely.
And that's in a big team as well. You've got to be collaborative and you've got to share your wins, and that's definitely something that I find working in a larger team. You have to learn to own those wins.
We were part of an event with you the other day where we were talking about how a rising tide lifts all boats, which is so important.
Yeah, I thought that was a really beautiful way to put that. Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
Thanks.